Okay, I'm gonna fight Catagompus.
Ooh, country roads,
Oh, that's in my game.
take me back.
I got told he is, and then he thought he only got one. That punishment. 3 things are happening. This, and you can choose banishment.
There's like so many options.
There's a place we can go where those funks will never flow, never jism, never jism. Where the cream isn't wide and it's all throughout the night, never jism, never jism. Where life is but a dream, only without the cream, never jism, never jism. Where the only love state is that you cannot masturbate. Never jism, never jism.
It might have been.
You may think it's the land of milk and honey, but there's no milk allowed for anybody. You may think our rules are strict, but we don't want you touching your stupid little prick. If you don't visit Nevergism, it's your loss, but you better not bring your hollandaise sauce. Nevergism, Nevergism. Oh, no.
Here. You do it on purpose. You just poof and put the phone down or whatever. And while playing Tarkov. There's a lot on Saturday. Really changed the wanting to play Tarkov for a bit.
I was listening to that whole song out.
What?
You motherfucker.
Remember New Gas Station where we were sniping?
The Nevergism song you were singing?
I came back at the right
I was
time.
setting up.
I'm still working on it.
But like, all of a sudden
Where the only love state is that you cannot masturbate.
Shooting an AK.
You don't need to sing it again. I already fucking heard it.
Bullets hit all over the place, but then
You may think it's the land of milk and honey, but there's no milk allowed for anybody.
This sounds like a horrible place.
I know, it's completely unsustainable.
I feel like it sounds like heaven. I feel like it sounds like heaven. You can't like actually have sex up there because it's impure or something. So you can only masturbate.
I know.
Well, can't do that.
Exactly, yeah. No. You can't orgasm in Nevergism. No one can.
The most depressing, I actually read this weird interpretation of heaven in this weird like book about like angels and demons fighting over stuff, but in like their version of heaven, like basically everyone is just these like super happy floating clouds, but you're just so happy that you completely forget like your own identity or who any of your loved ones are. So like your love of your life could literally float by you, but you wouldn't even care or notice because you're just so goddamn happy, you know?
Let go of all
That kind of like defeats the whole purpose, you know?
What the hell? What was this?
The first book is called, I think it's called Dirty Streets of Heaven. or something like that. It's this weird book. I'd have to look it up, but like basically when you die, an angel comes as like the defendant lawyer and a demon comes as the prosecutor lawyer, and they have a trial there in front of this like omni being that will either sentence you to eternal damnation or like will send you to heaven. And like
Vengeance trial.
Sometimes the guy is just like really depressed because it's like this woman just kind of thing because she's like super depressed and blah 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 and stuff. It's like, no, she's going to hell.
Now is for the heaven
But,
scenario,
yeah.
is constant
Anyways.
euphoria worse than intermittent euphoria?
I don't know, but the whole like weird theme of the book is there's like like these like renegades that try to create like a new heaven that's like not like that. But that's obviously a big no for both sides. So yeah.
You guys
I'm
ever
guessing
hear
the break is done.
you guys ever hear like Dostoevsky's quote about like a utopia, about, like a heaven?
No.
Not that I can recall.
This guy is a fucking genius. Okay, so he's talking about like, you know, you give a man everything he wants, like a human being. He means everything that they want. Like you give them cakes, you give them like complete economic security, you give them. Oh yeah, here's the quote: "Shower upon him every earthly blessing, drown him in bliss, so that nothing but bubbles would dance on the surface of his bliss, as on sea." And even then, every man out of sheer ingratitude, sheer libel, would play you some loathsome trick. He would even risk his cakes and would deliberately desire the most fatal rubbish, the most uneconomical absurdity, simply to introduce into all this positive rationality his fatal fantastic element, simply in order to prove to himself that men are still men and not piano keys. I love that quote. Basically saying we would fuck it up.
Yeah.
We would fuck up.
Because we don't want perfection. We want to prove that we can still do something, and if everything was perfect, we're just white keys meant to be played.
I think if there was only one human in like a very large area, we might be okay with ourselves. But because there's other humans, we're in constant like, I need to be better mode.
No.
It's like survival of the fittest.
Sorry,
kicks
I
in.
don't mean to draw us away on a
No.
journey here.
Back to Kobold politics.
Dab,
Dab, dab, dab, dab, dab, dab.
Can Jib run for governor against like fucking Featherbottom?
Jab,
He
jab,
would get so
jab,
much.
jab, jab.
Oh my god.
Jib,
Can we
jib,
do
what?
You
it?
know it'd be horrible though if everyone's cheering for him and the jib jibs actually translate to like a horrible Hitler speech, like he's a total evil dictator, and everyone's just like, yeah, jib jib.
Oh, he would be evil. I would be the villain for sure.
I have a
Oh, okay.
strong feeling that Jib Jib is evil with my other characters' experience with him. But nobody knows.
Just taps into the unconscious desires of the crowd.
It was kind
I
of
don't know
funny
what I
too
am.
because the one time that like Lauren, like Mio was like going
I'm
to
not
ask
evil.
Jib Jib questions about it, my new character shows up and just sort of interrupts. So it's like,
Yeah, all I was getting was jib, 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 jib. Fuck!
That was funny.
someone literally needs to just cast like detect thoughts on him.
When we
Mio
first
Mio
started
can.
this session,
Mio can.
Yeah.
when we first started this session, we opened up. Adam said something to the effect of, "Is Jib Jib sleeping with you?" And I immediately thought, "Whoa, wait, hold on, Jib and Mio."
Use warm blankets, that is all. As we approach the town and I see the river, I want to take out a cookie. Chip, 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 look, 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 look. Like jerking it back and forth so it has its full attention.
It would. I'd be totally captivated.
And then I throw it in the river.
I would just like look at you like really sadly. Look at the
Oh.
look at the cookie in the water.
Young is gonna watch that and be like, "Why'd you do that?"
That is the only way to get them bathed. Another one. Jib, jib.
Oh no, like by the time you look up for the second time, I'm already like going into the water. Like, go get the cookie.
Man
Oh,
down, cookie down.
guess it doesn't matter if it's a little soggy.
Of course not.
It's not.
Can't risk it getting eaten.
I don't swim either. I just like walk until I'm underwater.
Yeah, and I threw it in the
Oh,
middle.
God,
That's
like those zombies from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jib, you'll notice it's not very deep. There is a river running through, but it's not very like you managed to find the cookie. Actually, you are jumping into the river and looking for it?
Yeah.
Make me an investigation check.
Jib is only like 2 feet tall, too.
So Jib, as you go below the surface, you look around and you see that the river is probably about,
I'm so sad.
I'll say 10 feet deep. But the cookie that Mio had thrown in loses its sight from the darkness of the bottom of the river.
Just walk out of the river and with a sad look on my face, all wet. I don't even shake it off. Just...
Oh, did you not get the cookie? That's okay. Good job. You bathed. Here. Pop him another one.
Well, Baron definitely has a bathhouse if that's where we're headed.
Excellent. Yes, I'm
Well, we
so
just
proud.
encountered a river, didn't we?
Yeah, has Robert
I mean,
go into?
It would save us some silver, but they do have a spa.
Oh, I'm gonna go for the spa.
Just a spa. Robert, sunglasses. I put on my sunglasses.
Cucumbers.
No,
Cucumber
no,
slices.
you're
Oh.
yes.
Robert,
Cucumbers.
Put on the sunglasses.
Robert, sunglasses. We go in style.
Robert totally misses the cue, Mio.
I like put mine on sad and like take them off and I'm Robert. Moment.
We're not investigating anything. It's not appropriate.
Camera goes all slow-mo and he's like arguing.
Are we
But yeah,
investigating another murder?
Yes, murder of my aching
no.
feet.
let's try not to get involved in any more murders in this town.
I punch my
If only
fist
we-
again. Jib.
If only we had someone who would start another murder. He slowly looks at you.
What did you guys do here last time you were here that you're so concerned about murders? Like, what's going on?
Well, there was a murder in the town. We had to investigate it. It was quite a thing. We, got honors of this town now, though.
What happened? Who got hurt? Who got killed?
A man
was,
and dog?
Was it a woman and her child?
No, that was who did it. But it was dog
right.
got dead, yes. Dog and man.
Someone killed a dog?
Yes, I know.
And,
Terrible.
did they at least eat it?
Nope, just ran
I
away.
don't think they had the decency.
No.
Those
Wait,
monsters.
right?
How could they?
Waste a good dog.
Right?
But they made a good dog kebab.
That's monstrous. Just wasting
Bob.
perfectly good dog meat like that. I don't know why it killed the person.
Completely
but-
stop playing music as you guys are like talking about eating dogs.
Let's get to this bathhouse. I want to do one of the clay face treatments.
I'm just kind of hungry now.
Right. She's gonna be like, "Oh, it's if I remember, it's probably near the old alchemist shop before it got burned down." Like, come on. And she's going to lead the way,
Roll a D11.
and you guys go down the street there. You enter through the city gates, and they
We're having a spa.
Now that everything is less locked down,
We're having a spa
they're
episode.
starting to let people in now.
Orange is like,
You guys do have the badges that they immediately recognize, and they're like, "Oh yes, right away." They open the
I'm just gonna go.
way for you, and Yaga is going to take you guys to the bathhouse as you come out to this building. Yeah, here it
Leo,
is.
do we really need these stinking badges?
Smells funny here. Like grandma's.
Yeah, I like sniff. You know.
Men just don't understand the finer details of things.
Oh,
I
hey,
need a
I mean, I get it.
Yes, I know. Let's go, Robert.
Good treatment.
I want to like link elbows with Robert as we walk in. We are getting
I
hampered.
don't think you want to do that.
I don't think I want to
You don't
do
wanna
that.
Immediate regret.
I can't unstick.
It's this wet squish.
Ugh.
One slipped out. Sorry. Ash is going to remark. He's like, I could use a bit of pamper. This is a good idea. And he walks in after you guys. But as you guys enter, there's a receptionist there, a half-elven woman who has her, who's sitting at a desk there. She looks up at you and she's like, "Oh yes, can I help you?"
Yes, my darling, we need your finest spa treatment. We are exhausted and tired and grungy.
All right. If you're looking now, are you looking for a masseuse today, as well as a? We have our regular baths service. That's about 10 silver pieces.
A masseuse? What is masseuse?
I'm sorry.
What is a masseuse?
Oh, it's where
they take you in the back and they misuse you.
you have somebody who. I'm sorry.
Intriguing.
It's actually somebody who gives you a back massage. They take some of the pressure points out of your any stress that you have. These are trained individuals, so it's that I believe. In addition, is another 5 silver for a massage.
Robert leans a little close to Mio and just be like, "Yeah, that's what they call it here. It's just code."
I nod. I see.
We also have our hot springs in the back. So for a total spa treatment, it will come up to 5 gold pieces.
Wonderful.
Do you guys have any clay masks?
Oh yes.
Clay masks are. We do have our mud facials
Oh yeah, I want to get a
that are
facial.
included in the deal.
Perfect. We will take all of them.
All right, and how many of you are taking part in this? I see you two.
I yell hands.
Come on.
Yaga and Ash both stick their hands up.
Caddy, are you
They're all
doing
ready
it?
to send to them.
But I want to go in there. It smells like old grandma's.
They have a thing called the face mask and misuse. Grandma.
That'll probably be some of the Epsom salts that are used in some of our baths. But yeah, the place does have a bit of an acquired taste, I guess.
You hear that? They're gonna let you taste bath salts.
Oh my god!
If you don't want to, that's fine.
How about I just go find like some food and I'll meet you back here.
Okay, but the last new acquire we had who we let stray, it didn't end well, so be good.
You hear Yaga go,
Yeah.
"Oh no. The last
Just don't
time
murder
that
anyone.
happened," she's like, "Okay, are we seriously gonna have to do more babysitting? Like, is that what's gonna happen here?"
I mean, if there's babies, maybe. I just want to go get something to eat.
Like a dog.
You see not
We
Bertha,
just had
sorry.
breakfast.
Yaga is
We
just
had
like,
just had
okay,
breakfast.
we can get something to eat later, but
Yes, we just
I'll
had
give you a
breakfast.
ration now, just so we don't
Give him a cookie.
lose track of you.
No. There's no need for that, Yaga. And he looks at Caddy and he's like, just don't murder anyone while you're out and you have a good time.
That was. Who said anything about? Who the hell do you hang
have be a
around
free
with?
spirit. Do what you want, but don't murder anyone.
You see the receptionist looks
find
at
a
you, Robert. She's
cheeseburger.
like, please don't joke about a murder. We just had that a few days ago.
I whispered to her, he's a
Well,
little
apparently
senile.
they hung out.
Senile.
You're speaking to the guy who figured out that murder.
Oh, is that? And she's going to look at your badges, and she's like, "Oh, my apologies. I didn't realize that you guys were."
Sunglasses, come on, Kobold Crime
Both Robert and Mio, please make a persuasion check.
Oh God, they're blind.
Love that +8.
Boom.
Oof. Almost a critical fail.
She kind of strokes her chin there. She's like, well, I can give you guys a discount from, I believe it was 5 gold pieces each to 3.
Well, hell yeah.
Awesome, darling. No problem. I will pay all of it. What is 1, 2, 3, 4? Jib, are you coming?
Can I skier across a skylight or a window up in the roof?
Sure, we'll go to Jib there. You're on the outside and you want to get on. What exactly are you doing?
I'm just gonna. I want to climb up and sit on the roof, but as they're talking, I want to move across, a skylight or just an opening somewhere so that they can see me for a moment.
Start talking.
Okay. Do you have a climbing speed? I forget.
I do, yes.
Okay. So I'll say that the building is probably about 15 feet high. Whatever your movement speed is, what is it actually?
40.
40? Okay, so yeah, you managed to climb the building there, Jib. You notice that it's this kind of brick building, very nice, but you managed to find the good grooves of where you could put your claws, and you kind of just skitter up, and yeah, you're on the roof.
That's all I want to do. I'm just sort of watching everybody.
You'll notice that there is a skylight over coming in through the window there, so you guys, to anybody who can see, there's a shadow of Jib just on the ground from the skylight.
I ask a question, you ski the skitter, and I'm oh, no, he's doing his own thing.
Stand like a superhero.
I feel like we're being watched.
I'll just fly up to Jib and be like, do you want to go find some food while these guys wash themselves with smelly water?
He looks down the window and looks at him. Jib.
All right, follow me. And I'm just gonna. I want to fly off in the direction of the scent of the most deliciousness. Whatever smells the best, that's the direction I go.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say make an investigation check at disadvantage because you've never you've never actually been here, I believe.
Oh yeah, I'm just smelling my way.
Smelling my way downtown.
Smelling my way into the next jail.
Oh, I literally just want
anyone.
shawarma or something. Seriously.
Your scent is your senses are drowned out by the I guess refreshing smells coming out from the bathhouse that are different scents and stuff like that.
Well, then I get away from here to clear my senses.
Boy,
I
I
was
sure
like,
hope
you
that
want me
Caddy
to go
doesn't
after
hurry.
them? Or...
Follow me, Jib Jib, to deliciousness.
Yeah, I just jump
It
from like
awaits.
building to building.
I'm flying like Superman style. He's like jumping from building to building like Batman keeping up.
Jib doesn't have any money.
No, I don't have anything.
It's okay.
I'm not even
It's
clothed.
fine.
Oh, I do have to remove one item from my inventory. The only item. The snake lady head.
I gave that to Bertha, didn't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said I had to remove the one item that's in there.
Oh yeah. Fuck, sorry. I misheard that. Yeah, so with I guess with that, both of you two take off. Both of you please or actually 1 sec.
Boom, we're right back at the at the windmill.
Roll
Oh
a
no. Yeah, Meal, I sure hope they don't burn down that windmill again.
All right, please roll a d12 for me.
Crazy talk.
Alright.
Couldn't possibly happen.
Let's go have that misuse. Thug can use you.
Quit.
All right. So Jib Jib, are you following?
Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Going back to finish what you started.
Where are we going? What?
Sorry, bear with me.
I wonder if I could fit my whole hand in my mouth.
Is Robert? No, Robert, no. You know you can. Our mouths are very big.
He's like up to his elbow.
You're going to choke.
Pulls
All
out a
right.
piece of bacon.
Why is the bag
You guys end up back at the windmill.
I knew it. I knew it.
Jib Jib.
I'm like
So,
pointing at it.
As you guys, Jib Jib, you see a very familiar sight. Got to get rid of your other token there. There we go.
Buddy's still there?
But yeah, Caddy Wampus, you come out next to Jib Jib with this the sight of a what looks to be a large windmill there, and there's a you notice that the structure of it's been damaged, but yeah, it's a you don't see many people around.
I could have sworn I smelt something good over here, but I guess I was wrong. Let's keep going, Jib Jib.
I just like point at the building. I'm like jib 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 jib, and I like wiggle around like a fire.
What? What's that, boy?
Jib jib
Well,
jib jib.
Timmy fell down the well? No, he's not down there. Oh, the windmill burnt down. Oh, I can see that. It's all like charred and burnt and yeah. What happened?
Just like point at myself with my thumb and walk away all proud.
Wait. Why? What? What? I'm following Jib Jib at this point, just asking like, what? Why? Why would you do that? Why are you acting so proud? What?
I just keep walking. It
I was
goes
like-
go to another location.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
This
Jib
is
Jib,
character
please
development.
roll a d12 again. All right. 1 sec.
is the
I'll grab your tokens.
Right back at the beach. The beach would be perfect. I think the beach is like 11 now. Oh yeah,
Oh, God.
the one building's gonna be all smashed up and in repair. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jib jib.
Yeah, you notice that Jib Jib, a very familiar sight. You remember coming out here with Tiro Tim at the time. Things have seemed to settle, but there's still some guards around that are kind of outposted there.
Are there any Kobold guards?
There are not. Not yet, anyway.
I just want to be floating like 5 feet off the ground, just kind of like hovering behind Jib Jib as he's like leading me through town now. But I'm constantly on the lookout for possible food stalls and or carts, possibly a kiosk.
All right. While you guys are doing that, we're going to go back to Robert McGill and Mio Mio, as you guys are now at the bathhouse. So Mio Mio, I think you were saying that you...
Yeah, I'll pay for everyone. So I slide
All right.
15 gold pieces across the lady and I say, a little tip for yourself as well, darling.
She's like, oh, thank you. And she like stuffed it in her bodice.
Mio Mio cares for all. Remember that.
Well, let me bring you this way to our bathhouse to start off. Please follow me. And she like, very professionally kind of guides you guys down.
You're so professional.
Yes, well, on our sides here, we do have, or on our right, we do have our bathhouses there. So there's 2 per room. As well, we have our massages to our doors on our left, so that will come afterwards. And we do have a sauna down here at the end that you guys can partake in after to your leisure. But yeah, you can select whatever room you choose.
What is this back room on the other side?
They do have a mixture of like a colder bath to those who prefer it, and a hot tub. I'll say.
Oh, I see. Well, I will go into this room.
Gotta get myself a bath.
Child.
All right. And she's like, you two, I'll bring you down this way. And she like takes Ash and Yaga to another bathhouse there. But yeah, you two are you guys open up to this room. There's a 2 large baths right next to you. One's like pretty much a pool size. And you see this other bath down at the end here, Mio Mio. Both of you see as you guys come in, like towels and like different kind of fragrances that are like up on the shelves there. You see, various kind of I guess things at your disposal if you need it, like different kind of soaps, scented stuff. Yeah, what do you guys?
We're in separate rooms, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, damn it. So Mio Mio can't hear me if I'm talking to her?
Bubble bath.
Yeah. Bubble.
You got your sending stone.
But I don't have a
wait.
second.
Do we have like a... Yeah, she doesn't have one, does she?
No, I gave mine away.
Okay, well, Robert's gonna get out the sending stone and just be like, Meepo, come in. This is Robert. I am taking a bath. It's nice.
Oh, you managed to find one, did you?
I can see my pee-pee.
Oh,
Been years.
God.
And my poo poo.
well, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, imagine what I feel.
Well, I will let you get back to your bath, but if you need anything, give us a call, okay? But yeah, enjoy yourself, and you hear this beep.
These stones don't make a beep sound. I know that was you, over.
You hear no reply. And then you hear like the sound of like what sounds to be like it had been stuffed under something.
Robert just puts the stone away and kind of lays back in the hot water and tries to scrub off some of the pine needles and crap that's been stuck to
Crap.
it. For the
Yeah,
past few
as you
days.
get in there, the water's nice there, Robert. You remember as a gill or a gill kobold, you're the feeling of getting back into the water is just fantastic. Is what you need.
She's great. As a cold-blooded reptile, I need a warm setting.
You're gonna
Pass out in the hot tub.
Yeah, Mio, you slip into the bath too, and you notice that
I'm
like,
gonna take some time to pick note sense.
ooh,
I just couldn't.
all right.
Yeah, I want to pick out sense and like drop the. I assume it's like a dropper kind of thing, and drop a bunch in the water here, and then choose different scents and bring it out to the hot water and drop it in there. Like I would smell fantastic.
What are Mio's favorite scents? Like what kind of stuff does she like?
Well, they smell of diamonds, obviously. The smell of myself is always a good one. I enjoy the smell of a winter storm. And peppermint.
Well, there's certainly peppermint. You do find the peppermint scent right on the. You see like this bottle that's on the shelf there that says peppermint on it.
Perfect. Put peppermint there, and I assume is there like a rose water one?
Yeah, you dig through and there is a rose water one like right close to the back.
Perfect. I use the rose water for the hot tub and the peppermint for this one.
Ooh. You do so. You as you give yourself like a little bit of a like you lean over it as the scents from the bottle just kind of like get absorbed in the steam of the hot tub. You can actually smell like just clears your nostrils. It smells fantastic.
Smells fantastic. Then I pick a soap and I jump into the tub.
The water is nice.
Nice.
You've never like had a bath that's like you've been to bathhouses before, Mio, but this is like
Last one was fun.
The last one was fun.
I gurgle and I just like I live here now.
But yeah, you guys have a nice,
clay
relaxing. Oh, sorry.
We're gonna get the clay masks.
Robert's just complaining.
You have to ask the attendant.
Come on. And then
Eventually, you guys do hear a knock on the door. Like, everything okay in there?
What did you go
I
to
would
first,
like my
Robert?
clay mask, please. I would like a
Oh,
facial,
the facials will come afterwards.
please. And your biggest, strongest misuse, so that I can get a facial here.
If you would like to take your if you would like to take your facial right away, you can do so.
Yes.
All right. She's like, all right. Well, I'll be waiting out here once you.
No foreplay.
I'm gonna be like, darling, can you come in here? I can't seem to reach my shoulders.
Oh, are you consenting for me to come in?
Yes, please.
Oh my god, she's a glamour bard. Don't go in there.
use my mantle of inspiration to look heavenly.
Sorry, I didn't. I cut out there. But what was it you were trying to say?
I'm like I can't quite reach the area on my back. If you could come in and wash it.
You see that the woman comes in. She has her face kind of respectfully turned away.
No, darling, we must never look away from the sight of Mio Mio. Come, look at me in my full glory, and I want to stand up and use my mantle of inspiration.
Okay.
Which is a bonus action. And I want to be like glittering and godly, like water streaming down my body.
Just perfectly clean.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I look like an
Okay, so
amazing
what I gotta do?
statue.
You look like a bunch of diamonds.
I look like a goddess.
This attendant doesn't have like interaction, but if she was.
She'll have no choice.
Does he not?
No choice.
I'm essentially just using the first part to give myself a wondrous appearance.
Okay. Are you trying? What are you trying to charm her, or are you just trying to kind of give a performance, or like what is it you're trying to accomplish?
Well, I want to accomplish her essentially seeing me as such a beautiful creature and like just awe
yeah,
and like be like this is a goddess.
She's like, oh, I probably shouldn't.
I'm like, look at me, darling. Never forget the smile. Burn it into your eye.
The room lights up with like this kind of like glooming kind of like light, and you see like this woman kind of like back like falls back against the wall like
Instant orgasm.
Yes, I know. I do that to people. Don't worry about it. I have that effect.
I guess.
She also feels a little invigorated.
Make a persuasion check at advantage if you're trying to get her to get your back.
Don't you want to touch me, darling?
You see that she's like, yes, ma'am. I shouldn't. I should probably. I'll never let myself live this down if I don't do it. And she shuts the door. And she's like, now if you just relax, I'll take care of the rest.
My puppy in your hands, darling.
As she's like, kind of like, wringing out water onto your back there with like a sponge, she's like, being very, very careful with you, Mio Mio. You can almost hear her like, so beautiful.
I'm just like happily purring.
Oh, like chittering, like.
Yeah, my teeth
but
are
we'll
clicking.
go. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just.
I was just gonna say that we're gonna go back to the marketplace there with Cattywampus and Jib Jib. So, what are you guys up to as the you see like a marketplace there?
I point over.
Well, like I was saying, I was just. Go ahead.
I point over at the potions and go, jib, jib, jib. And I point at myself with my thumb and I go, jib, jib.
Yeah.
What about that place?
There would be like scratches all up the side of it.
Cattywampus, you do note like there are some claw marks along the side of this building. Some of them have been like plastered over and like painted, but like some of them are still there. Some of the higher up ones.
What did you guys? I'm just kind of gonna just silently float behind him now and just kind of follow him.
I point up to the general goods roof and I would like jump. Jib jib!
Okay.
Would there be food at the general goods that Caddy would see?
I don't know. That would have to be something.
I'm looking more for like street vendors or something, like a guy being like, "Grab collage, clam juice." I don't know.
You will note that there's no actual vendors on the actual street. These actually do have like full shops.
I'll stop by this lady then. Hey, where can I get something to eat? She sees this like floating skull-faced robed figure.
We'd be flapping, not floating.
Oh my god! Turns around,
Oh,
she's like,
Oh, just cattywampus. Hi, do you know where I can get something to eat?
Hold on a second. Figure.
I wonder if I could fit my other hand in my mouth at the same time.
I'm not going to stop you now.
Just pull out like your
Well,
spleen.
usually we have some. We usually have our downtown diners, like our like the Riverside Inn usually has food, or we usually have the tavern there. The Lakeside Tavern is usually pretty good there. You can try getting some food.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Good day, and I will float away down to Jib Jib.
She like scurries away as you leave. Like, what the fuck was that thing?
I'm like, Jib Jib, and I point in the direction she pointed for the restaurants and stuff. I'm like, food is that way, apparently.
I point at stables and carriages. Jib jib.
Yeah, Jib Jib.
I'm hungry as a horse
like,
as well.
Right where you had burst through the actual burst through the window there, you see like there's like it's been boarded up. You see like there's a big sign that says like closed for repairs.
Jib jib.
Well, I see the stable and I'm like, yes, Jib Jib, I'm hungry as a horse too. That's why we gotta go this way. And I'll try and lead him in the direction that I was gestured.
Okay.
Possibly a cookie pizza. We'll have to find out, my friend.
All right. So if you guys are heading off, Jib Jib rolled last time, I believe. So Cattywampus, if you want to roll a d12.
All right. Would I not just know where to go from her direction?
Oh no, she just pointed off. Like
No?
she just pointed off. That doesn't give you like.
Okay.
Remember the town.
She wanted to get away from you. Okay.
That's rude. Wanted directions.
So. Oh.
That was rude.
Sorry. Let me just a few seconds to.
Remember, this city's like a maze. It doesn't work with
You
our
know
kobold
what?
minds.
Next person we find Jib Jib, we should ask them for a map of town.
Just blinks one eye, then the other eye. Puts his tongue in his
Exactly.
nose.
He pulls out like a hardened, crusty booger.
Oh. Hey, Carl.
You can hear it when I bite down on it too.
All right.
Oh,
So after you guys travel the street for a bit, you eventually come upon like this large mansion that just seems to stand out. Like apart from like the rest of the actual town, like most of the buildings are like a pretty like normal size. This is like a triple fucking like largest building that you guys have seen. But you see that there's like a fenced off. It's been fenced off, and you notice some guards at the doors.
hi, hello. This is the restaurant, right?
No, sir. I don't think. I think you took a wrong turn. This is actually the governor's mansion.
Oh, well, does he have food?
Well, well, this is his house, place of residence, sir. So I don't think he has anywhere to any food he'd be willing to buy, but anything or to give you. But if you need to go find some food, whereabouts are you looking? You looking for the tavern?
I'm just looking for something yummy to put in my tummy. Do you guys like have a map with directions? Because the last lady just pointed in this direction, and I just kept walking, and I
He's
assumed
like,
the biggest
"Give me
place
the
was
answer."
the best place to go.
We're gonna have a really hard time
Well,
getting back
sir,
to the spot. We're gonna have a hard time
You
getting
know,
back to the
most
spot.
I guess not a lot of
We're gonna be there
folk
for
around
hours.
here are used to your kind of style.
Windmill on something.
What do you mean?
Something.
Well, you certainly stand out. I don't mean to be offensive, but
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, it's the hair, right?
yes, it's the hair.
Oh,
Very
okay, I get
unique.
it. Okay.
Um,
Well,
but
maybe I could ask this
regardless, you
governor
asked
guy
about a
for a
map.
map.
Make a persuasion check. As this guard is like,
Can I try something else?
Yo.
what are you? Oh,
It's a feature. I don't know if these people technically count as commoners, like, but I want to see if this would work. Basically, like, it's the feature of my background. Basically, they look into my eyes and can see if I've faced unimaginable horror and blah 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 blah. But it says
You
that
took a
commoners
background
will
from
extend
Curse
to
of
you
Strahd.
every courtesy and do their utmost to help you. Unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them, they will even take up arms to fight alongside you should you find yourself facing an enemy alone.
I feel like there's nothing that says how that comes about, eh? Like mechanically, like you just do it.
Really doesn't. It
Wait.
really doesn't. It just kind of comes
like it-
about. It's a
Sounds like it
feature.
pertains to combat.
No, it pertains more to be like, say you find yourself like, well,
Inspired.
yeah, like you can inspire commoners or like.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
So okay. Sadly, like these are kind of royal guard. So they are trained to protect the house. So they don't classify as commoners, unfortunately.
Okay, well that's good to know then. In that case, what would you like me to roll? Persuasion or just like?
Yeah. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
And,
This is gonna be a flat d20.
You're leaving?
Oh no, that's performance, not persuasion. Oh no, they're no, they don't know.
You can buy a map at the general store there in the market.
Oh, okay. We were just there. Right?
Well, they'd
Well,
be happy to provide any services you need there with the maps. But yeah, if you're trying to look for the tavern there, I think it's probably 1 sec. Sorry, I gotta actually look at the map.
because yeah, there should really be like info kiosks at this place. Get lost real easy. If
So
you've
it's
been
like,
here
oh wait.
before, you should know.
Oh, it's actually just down the street there, and he's actually going to point to his right. Like you just go out that way and just take a right all the way to the end of the street, the last building before the monastery.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, what kind of monastery?
It's usually where we keep a lot of our records here in Barham. We have a rich history. Usually, a lot of record keeping goes on up there. Limit
Oh,
to most of the public, though.
oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Have yourself a pleasant day and try and stay out of the shade, you guys. It's kind of a hot one, you know.
But
Jib,
we'll do
you
our
should know where
best,
places are. You've been here before, and I'll head off
sir.
in the direction of the
I'm paying to
tavern,
be
I
a guard,
guess.
not your mother.
Jib is like just leaving sight as he's walked away for quite a while now.
I
Yeah.
didn't even say anything mean to him. Or like anything. I told him to have a good day.
Yeah, you can tell these guys are kind of just like, you're like, okay, yeah, move along, Simpson.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
Jib, you turned on your heel there, and yeah, I guess you're.
Yeah, we can go to the
You're
same
going-
place.
Oh, you're going to the tavern as well?
Well, I guess we just roll, right? Or is he going directly there?
I mean, if he says it's just across the street, then I'm assuming we would go right there.
Jib is
Like, we
slightly
can't get
further
that
down
lost,
the
I would
street.
hope.
Bum, bum.
Well, hey, if you want to roll, we can roll. Either way.
No, I'll
Well, you can run up
I'll
and
let
stop Jib.
Sorry, guys.
Bye.
Just give me a few seconds. I will bring you guys over to that map, but we will go back to Mio and Robert.
Alright, sounds good.
Let's see what happens. Let's see, could be even better than the bondage sex scene from my very first session here.
That was a crazy fucking session.
Yeah.
It was a great way to start the show.
Welcome to Mio Mio.
All right. So I brought your tokens over to there, but over to the tavern. But we will go back to the bath. All right. So Mio and Robert, you.
Tell him it fades.
I guess you are
Just tell him
finishing
it
up.
fades to black. And you don't
Bath?
have to use your abilities.
Yeah. Robert wants to get to the mask.
All right.
The clay mask.
Sorry, 1 sec. All right. Oh, shit.
To the facial.
Let me just. Move this.
Careful what room you go into. You might not get the facial you want.
Oh, there's no kind I'll say no to.
There's kinds I
Oh, yes. There's Robert.
So Robert, as you step out, there's you see another attendant. It's a half-elf male, and he has like a towel kind of draped over his arm, and he's like, "Sir,
Ready for your facial.
I've been instructed to help you."
with your facial.
Yes, I'm looking to get the clay face mask.
Yep, right this way, sir. I believe one of your friends is taking place in a facial as well.
This episode's fucking
Meow,
hilarious.
meow. Takes as long as you need.
All right. He is going to take you to the end of the hall there, Robert. And you see, just in the side there, you see that Ash is like in a towel, kind of seated down, with like this kind of like mud mask on his face that just stops below his horns. But he's got like cucumbers on his eyes.
That's great. Wait, what? I hear moaning.
Yep.
He's like, right this way, sir. We can give you a facial as soon as you take a seat.
All right. And Robert takes the seat. I want the darkest clay you've got.
Right away. And you see that he's like, just get relaxed. And you, I guess, are you sitting next to Ash or?
Yeah, I'll sit next to Ash.
Like, have you ever had this level of pampering before?
I'm pretty sure I have. I think I was on a cruise that did this too, and definitely a couple restaurants, maybe recently.
Well, I can't say I've ever had treatment like this before. He's like, I feel my pores just. Anyway, you'll enjoy yourself. But you see the attendant comes back and he's like, all right, sir, if you just want to lean your head back.
Oh, what is this thing?
You see that he's got like what looks to be like a container there that's got like some really kind of dark mud in it. But he's like, I can apply this to your face. Just lean back. And he starts dabbing it on. Starts from your forehead and works down the sides of your little kobold cheeks. And then like goes
Robert's
over
gonna
the
wait
top.
until he's done. And then he's gonna just be like, could I get a mirror so I can see myself? I think it's pretty cool.
He's like, all right. He grabs like what looks to be a hand mirror on one of the desks, and he kind of like presents it to you. So you see that your face is everything except around your eyes. He's like pretty much gotten.
Robert just shakes his head all shocked all of a sudden and just sits up and goes, what the hell is this?
As you shake, some of the mud flies off and like hits this guy like in the side of the face like a patty.
Put
like,
me in blackface.
What?
This is racist.
That's the mud, sir. That's
help. Robert gets up and rushes out.
Ash is like, you see Ash's hand kind of like come up. He's like, shh. It's okay. It's not.
Robert rushes
not anything
out
to be frightened.
with the bath towel falling off of him. Just going, help somebody, I'm in blackface.
Well, sir, you. Oh! It's hanging out.
Crazy running.
We're gonna dart over to Mio as the other attendant, or like the lady at reception, is like washing your back for you, and she's like, "Is that good enough for you, madam?"
The moaning stops. Yes, this was fantastic, darling. Thank you. Now I suppose I shall go to the hot tub. Stand up in all my nudity.
Are you, now, we do have the hot tub, or you can take the hot springs that are outside. That you're entitled to as well.
This place is so much more advanced than I would have thought. Okay, outside it is. Are you joining me for this as well?
Well, I should really get back to the. I should really get back to my desk.
You really should, but that doesn't mean you're going to.
Oh, I could get fired though.
Like slip another.
I slip another gold piece into her clothing.
She kind of like hums and haws visibly, like you see, like she's thinking about it.
Takes
She
care of
caves.
all. Or we can
That
go in
she
the hot
does.
tub here.
Oh no, I of my preference, the hot springs are divine. Just out the back here. And she's going to lead you out the back. And you see these much larger pools, like that are surrounded by the rocks, and you see like steam and like steam rising off of them. She's like, "Here are the our hot springs. It's quite a lovely feeling as opposed to a bath."
Do look exquisite.
Do you have a preference, ma'am? A solo hot spring for yourself, or are you expecting company?
Well, of yourself, of course. But maybe we should go for the solo one then.
All right. Just right here is usually for our anybody looking for a solo sauna or solo thing.
Soak. I like submerge myself so it's just my eyes out, little bubbles, and then my finger doing the come hither motion.
Make a. Are you trying to convince her to come into the hot tub with you? Or the not hot tub. Make a persuasion check.
At advantage.
At advantage. Actually, how long does your thing last?
I don't know for the mantle. I was just trying to look it up.
Inspiration. You grant yourself a wondrous appearance. So it. You would technically be, I guess, like have like a wondrous appearance there. Yeah. So. I'd say at advantage, I guess, yeah, because she was taken in with your beauty before.
And I've tipped her a couple times.
And the tip did. So she's like, well,
I slid it into her bra.
I guess one. And she kind of like looks around and she's like, I guess one hot spring dip won't hurt. And she like starts to she goes around the corner here and like, oh, I'm gonna get so much trouble for this.
Just
Where she like comes in, you notice that she's dressed in, or like she's in she comes back in a towel and actually like slips in kind of modestly into the hot spring with you.
Horrible. Fade to black.
Fade to black. Do we want? We will go. Oh, how do we feel? It's 10:51 here.
It's probably a good
I'm
time.
good. It's up to you guys, I guess. I'm good to keep going.
It's probably a good time for us to stop.
All right.
Alrighty. So in which case, yeah, you guys, both Robert McGill and Mio Mio, you guys spend some time there at the bathhouse and spa, and
Turns
Caddy
this game
Wampus
of
and
Dungeons and Dragons into running around in blackface and seducing.
I'm gonna be so
relaxed.
relaxed.
You're wearing blackface.
I knew as soon as he said it, the darkest mud you could find.
It's just Dungeons and Blackface now.
I was like, oh god. I was like, oh no. But it worked out the way it did.
Did you just shove the whole thing in your mouth?
Alright,
but yeah.
well,
Hope you guys had a fun time, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.
See you guys.
later.
Sounds good.
Good one.
Bye.